Alright, as if I haven't been angry enough lately, now I'm pissed at Grindhard Squad. Honestly, they did a pretty shitbag move recently, and normally I'm not too much opposed to the type of person that they are. And normally I wouldn't take too much issue. However, there's going to be an understandable divide in what we cover next, and some of you are going to say I'm a fucking dickbag for this, and some of you are probably going to agree. But in the end, when I'm done outlining this, if any of you think that you can possibly defend this, fuck yourself. Honest to God. Fuck yourself. So what happened now? What has Vash up in arms again? Because there hasn't been a dojo update recently to bitch about. Well, some of you know that I have the Community Dojo series on my channel, and this is where I will visit dojos and I'll talk to the decorators, and then I will make a video for their clan just to showcase their works. And these are often people who already know that they're never gonna really pursue YouTube or try to get any significant viewership. You're not going to stick with it long enough for stuff like that. And so these are the types of clans that I typically make videos for. And then recently I made one for the clan called Violet Church. Now some of you on Facebook or Reddit saw this. They have phenomenal mechs, and they have the most polished Gundams I have seen in a very, very long time, and I've been to a lot of dojos. Now with this, I ended up making this video for them, and it was pretty neat. However, for whatever fucking reason, I have discovered that Grindhard Squad took it upon himself to literally copy-paste my video into one of his, and just add a little bit of commentary and an advertisement for another clan beforehand. Now, to his credit, now this is where some people are gonna think I'm being a fucking dick. He did credit me for the video, and he did technically link my channel in the pinned comment on the video as well. But at no point in this entire process did he ever ask me if he could use that footage. Now, before some of you get up in arms and say that I'm just railing on someone for no reason, I'm biting the hand that feeds me, or I'm just bashing on him when he was trying to give me a signal boost, let me explain why this is a particularly shitbag move on his part. Because with the Community Dojo videos, I don't know if any of my subscribers have ever noticed, and I mentioned it in the Discord today, but with those videos, I'm making a video of someone else's dojo work. I don't want to profit off that because that's a dick move. So I intentionally use copyrighted music, and if you're familiar with YouTube, you know that if you use copyrighted music, you can't monetize the video. I never fucking monetize the Community Dojo videos. So on this video, I used the soundtrack from Mr. Robot, and of course that got copyright claimed, so I couldn't monetize it. Grindhard Squad took it upon himself to remove the copyrighted music so he could monetize it himself. He not only stole the video, he stole it and monetized it, knowing that I'm not making a fucking penny on it. What kind of shitbag do you have to be to do that? How strapped for content are you that you have to steal a video from the dojo guy? Like, Jesus fuck. Now, there's some people that are gonna pop in and try and ride his dick and say, oh, he wants to support the dojo community. No, he doesn't. He wants to monetize it. There's a very distinct difference that involves money. And if that wasn't made clear by this, I don't know what the fuck else will cover it for you. And then, of course, the people that will say, well, how was he supposed to know that you demonetize your Community Dojo vids? How could he have known that? He could have fucking asked. Like, what? I've actually encountered people today that thought what he did was okay. If you think that just because he threw in a signal boost, that justifies him ripping content without asking for consent, I'd like you to really apply that argument to real life scenarios and see how well that holds up. Because it doesn't. And then also, just on that same note, if he could have talked to me, it's not like I'm a fucking stranger. Like, he follows me on Twitter, he's even retweeted a recent post about my work for BNP, and then just because some insufferable twat is gonna comment and say, Vash, why aren't you upset about BNP reposting your work? Because BNP and I have already talked. We have an arrangement in the works. Like, at no point has BNP just ripped someone else's fucking video just to get views, monetize it, and then advertise another clan, just because he thought that the content might play well, which is exactly what happened. Grindhard Squad saw the post performing well in the Facebook group that we're in, and then he's like, wow, that could play well on my channel. And that's kind of where I want to take this a bit further, because this is what my friend and I after this have dubbed the Grindhard meta, which is reactionary. It's, you see a video that plays well, and if you can replicate it to any extent, you may as well. This highlights a particular issue with him, and sometimes the Warframe content creation community themselves, because normally, like this is a fucking fantastic example that my friend sent me after he heard about this. Like, do you really think it's a fucking coincidence that these four made a video around the same time? That's not the stars aligning. That's one of them actually doing a good job, and then the rest of them going, oh fuck, this is playing well. I can hop on this train too. Now, normally, when this happens, I'm sure you guys have seen the random ass Twitter dramas between the builds YouTubers, which, by the way, let's skip the part where we pretend it's not the same 6 mandatory mods on every build and then 2 optional QOL. Can we just acknowledge that for a second, please? That'd be great. Thanks. Now, normally, because of that, people can just say, oh, you know, it's the meta. I just happened to have a video that coincided with the same thing. And then that's kind of like their get out of jail free card, because then they can just abuse that and say, oh, it's the meta. Everyone's doing it. You know, I'm not copying this person. But then this is overreaching. I don't know what caused him to do this, but there is no get out of jail free card with this. You can't just say, oh, it's the meta. Everyone's doing it. I'm literally the only fucking person making videos like this. There's no way you can, like, excuse that at all. Like, I don't know, man. Just, there's I know there's gonna be people that are like, wow, fine, he'll just never make a dojo video again, you're so ungrateful. But no, like, fuck yourself. This has nothing to do with him signal boosting me. If he wants to support the dojo community, then he would have gone about this in a very, very different way. Do you want to know why he didn't ask? Because he didn't want the slightest possibility of me saying no. And if he had even the slightest experience with the dojo community, he would know that monetizing someone else's dojo, it's just a fucking bastard move. The irony here is that I actually do appreciate the signal boost. There's that slight increase in subs that came from his video, and I do appreciate that. But to assume that I would just be okay with you taking the video without even asking because you're a larger channel is the height of arrogance. Like, that's a play straight from Lucky 10p, except Warframe. So congratulations. And if you've done this to me, I can only imagine how many other people you've done this to, be it across your Twitter, your YouTube, or any other thing that you thought would have played well for yourself. But yeah, in summary, don't fucking steal my videos. Thanks.